at Jordan Hare Stadium. They were closing in on a capacity sellout, close to 87,000 here, and so many Argentina fans have travelled for far and wide. Perhaps an early indication as to whether we're going to see similar scenes as to those we saw in Qatar. 3.5 swirling around and run into the start of the tournament, which is just 2 days away. Argentina won't kick off until a week from tonight in Kansas City. And they will play Algeria. Celso maintaining his place in the starting lineup. Iceland able to thwart the threat and launch a counter-attack themselves. This is Albert Gudmundsson on the move. Up against Hie, the standing right back, and Ellertson arriving.
Ellertson sets up his run to the back post, and Gudmundsson puts it into a dangerous area. It is poor defending from Hie to begin with, and put Hie in a wide area. Poor defending at the back post, and it should have been a goal for Ellertson at Iceland.
Changed looking front line for Argentina today.
It's hard. It's hard to win the World Cup once. It's hard to win it back to back. A lot of things have to go your way, and most of all, you're going to have outstanding performances.
Familiarity and continuity. Lionel Scaloni, over 2/3 of the squad that went to Qatar, still very much involved as Argentina look to create some havoc. Man down on the ground is Giuliano Simeone, and almost fell back to him, and then the shot all along the ground. An instinctive left-footed effort from Valentin Barco, and Argentina delight the crowd here at Auburn by taking an early lead.
Lionel Scaloni, this is just poor defending from Iceland. Opportunity to clear it. Somebody clear it, get rid of it, clear it. No, all right, fine. Then give an opportunity to Valentin Barco from top of the 18-yard box and give him credit. Stays with it, snapshot, through a whole lot of bodies. The goalkeeper from Iceland sees it late. By the time he reacts, it's too late. Full stretch, can't quite get. This guys came on and made a difference. Which one of the players that we're now seeing is potentially one of those guys that can make a difference coming off the bench, or if indeed Scaloni needs to make changes from game.
Given away, and a chance for Lopez to lead the charge. Cutting inside, awkward for the keeper, got enough on it to steer it to safety for now. And then a miss-hit shot on the follow-up from Simeone. This is Jose Lopez. He's only made one start in his career for Argentina prior to tonight. He sets that up with an invitation.
Some repetition for some of these players, because they may be the guys that are called upon in a game-clinching moment to make that sort of difference.
You only know in the knockout rounds there are going to be. To Rulli, the Marseille keeper, who's winning just his 8th Argentina cap tonight. As they're still awaiting #1 keeper Emi Martinez's return to.
Moves very well with the ball in his feet. In tight spaces and looking to combine. And as I mentioned earlier, had a great season at Como, and they're waiting for him to have that same sort of impact with this national team.
Yeah. 8 appearances so far for the 21-year-old Paz. Just the one goal up to this point.
Decided to allow him to go to Como, while this guy could have been playing for you all along.
Here's the Argentina free kick, and almost split the uprights here at Jordan Hare in the world pecking order, haven't they? I was astonished to read this is their first European opponent they've had since the World Cup final against France at the end of 2022. Actually, it's a throw this time. Dealt with by the combined ranks of the Argentina defence, but only as far as Ellertson, who missed that early chance for Iceland. Mikael Ellertson, who has his club football in Italy with Genoa. Medina in at left back tonight.
Gets him with a chicken wing. arms.
Weeks before it, picked up a muscle injury just before Qatar. Had to watch from the sidelines. Lo Celso's delivery, a tasty one, dealt with. And as far as Lopez.
Nothing, and you kind of go, I can see that happening for this team in this World Cup. That sort of situation in which you have that moment of magic for Lionel Messi, but how much magic will we see? Not quite sure. Their first game against Cameroon.
Yeah.
1-0.
Most infamous upsets of all time. Of course, Argentina also lost the first game last time out. In the middle, Iceland still enjoying a brief period of possession here. Argentina just sitting back for a few moments. Long ball over the top. Manchester United man at the back who had an injury-racked campaign, but is fit at the right time. Here's an opportunity for Simeone, and in it.
And assuming, of course, that Lionel Messi is on the field. Oh, good lord.
Yeah. Cheap giveaway. Can Argentina exploit it? Nice ball over. Still Argentina, a goal to the good, thanks to that man. Valentin Barco who puts in another rambunctious challenge, shall we say. And now he's going to be booked.
They have been training in the facilities of Auburn University. They're probably thinking to themselves,
Oh, the shots all along the ground. I hope you were able to enjoy some of those. Brazil in action, Argentina. Morocco-Norway game.
It's forgettable from both teams.
So, plenty to tuck into for our boys in the ESPN FC studio at halftime. That would be Dan Thomas and Stuart Robson, Argentina leading by a goal to nil.
Scoring a big penalty kick in the penalty kick shootout against the Netherlands, and was seconds away from actually scoring the game winner, potentially game winner against France in the World Cup in the extra time period.
That trend last time out, Ali, they were the holders and they got all the way back to the final.
And then as we project what this Argentina team is going to look like in the World Cup, and maybe if Nico Gonzalez is healthy, perhaps he gives you that, but not quite at the level of Angel Di Maria. They'll miss him in this World Cup.
Yeah, he's the one it. The next two editions. Here is his team on the prowl again, looking for a second. Nice work by Simeone to tee it up. Is there an end product? Enzo Fernandez trying to provide one, but there's the Iceland corner whipped in. Oscarson closing down, but goals against Canada. Ken Marsh, Iceland got a really credible 2-2 draw now. The threat is provided by Argentina on the break. Oh, and Venezuela, Ali, in that category.
Oh. I don't know if that's a category we want to be in. No.
Here's the shot that's on. Ooh, and that's... Long diagonal ball, right on the money for Simeone, who slips it through. Opportunity perhaps for Lautaro. And back off the post. That's two really big misses we've seen at that end of the field. As an instant booking is handed out there and a little bit of a flare-up. McAllister was the man down. Johannesson in the eye of the storm for Iceland, the FC Köln man.
All right, calm down, people.
By McAllister. All along the ground. Haraldson unable to make any headway, and now that's an adventurous ball and a perfect one from Enzo Fernandez. Releasing De Paul. Good triangles played by the Argentina midfield. McAllister was the man on the receiving end. He releases his man. Oh, and back off the post again. Also going to see Gonzalo Montiel, by the way, as a side note.
Very much a side note.
And a little irked, isn't he, by some of the suggestions that it's Messi that's running this team. He went to great lengths in the press conference to rubbish those rumours from the Spanish press mainly, but Messi is on, and is its cap number. It's one of those Argentina switches, and here he is getting his first touch and getting involved immediately and setting it up, and the little clip goes just wide from Lau. No more than a minute or two after coming on the pitch, he opens things up for Lautaro Martinez to win the penalty, and now Messi trying to take advantage against Iceland. Slotted home with consummate ease. Ironically, just like he couldn't do against them at the World Cup in 2018.
That leg outstretched from Olsen on Lautaro Martinez. Lionel Messi, slow run up, hoping and waiting that the goalkeeper is going to move. He doesn't, so then decides to go with a little bit more power.
It's only the 10th time they've played South American opponents. Iceland, they only have 2 wins. Now, referee reaching for another cut.
Blow that whistle quick.
Certainly the bar has been set pretty low for what constitutes a foul and what constitutes didn't quite break their way. Now another yellow card coming out. Just nicely done. Enzo Fernandez is the beneficiary. Oh, and he's done really well to dribble through a couple of challenges. Messi on the prowl. Needs an outlet. One arriving. Iceland have only ever beaten 2 South American nations, Ali. You knew I was going to mention this, didn't you? They beat Bolivia 1-0 in the build-up to the '94 World Cup. Bolivia's only appearance as Messi free. Here's Messi with the free kick, bending it in. And Slater in the Premier League. Good-looking free kick, and just trying to ease their way through the final minutes of preparation here before the World Cup gets underway in earnest in a week's time. Here's Messi sliding it through again, surely, and it is number 3. Beautiful finish in the end.
De Paul says, you know, let me just give it to Lionel Messi. He'll figure it out. But Rodrigo De Paul, more importantly, he continued his movement. He continued his running behind. And Thiago Almada also then became a presence inside the 18-yard box. While
his first choice starting 11 from what he's seen here tonight. Well, we'll come back to that question because the offside flag has stayed down for now, and a chance on the Rampage to make it more than that at this point. Messi. Quite connected. Yeah, which would be really something, wouldn't it, for the 22-year-old to almost come out of nowhere.
And then the center back position, if you were really thinking about starting Nicolás Otamendi and El Scaloni, so that's another question that you may have in terms of position and players that are available.
One last chance perhaps for Iceland. Very odd indeed, wasn't it? But that is that. It is next stop Kansas City for Lionel Messi and company. Comfortable 3-0 win here again.